AI content can be very, very powerful, but at the same time, AI content can ruin all your SEO efforts. Now, this is one of my portfolio, my SEO portfolio, and looking at this content here, I've been getting quite a very, very funny statistics, but that is not why we are here today. I just want to show you what believing so much in AI content can do. So this particular page here is giving me quite a very, very decent impressions, more than the usual, right? And these contents are basically from AI, best restaurants in Nigeria, best restaurants in Abuja, and all of those cool stuff, right? That's what that's the search term that's pulling this up. But now I have an issue. So this is the blog content. Very, very simple. This is a listing website. Very simple, very clean. But these contents are all powered by AI, and I use this my free tool, my site optimizer, to check the plagiarism, right? And what I'm seeing here that it has exact content, exact copy content where this can be found online, right? And the only unique content is just 20%. And one mind is telling me that this thing is costing me, and yes, it's costing me, right? And this is why most times we advise SEOs, right, that yes, writing content with AI is very, very powerful, but at the same time, you don't want to jeopardize your work just because you want to get quick results. And this is what's looking like is happening. Am I getting impressions? Am I getting results? Yes. But because Google at this point wants unique content, because Google at this point, there is an emphasis on the EEAT-ness of your content, right? If your content is not really doing well, right, it's not really going to perform very, very well. Are you going to be getting impressions? Yes. But it is going to be going forward where people can see it? No. Because this is exactly what is happening to me. And I feel this is what makes us get better. This is what makes us get better because you look at your errors and you're able to fix it, right? So for impressions, basically, let me X this out and show you what my stats looks like. For impressions, I'm getting quite good number of impressions, just a lot of impressions because I'm targeting keywords that are very, very easy to do well for. But now the issues I'm having is the fact that I'm not getting clicks. This is because I know and I think that Google have discovered that my contents are not really at 100%, right? And this is me now going to the drawing board to start making sure that I'm adding more values to the content, right? So if you see somewhere here, I started getting very, very so somewhere here, right? That's when the clicks even started getting more better, right? And so this is what I'm going to do basically, right? So at this point, I'm going to utilize this my SEO tool, right, to make sure that I'm rewriting this content very, very well, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy this. This is what SEO looks like, right? I'm going to copy this and I'm going to use another tool here. Mind you, all these tools are free, right? I'm going to use another tool here to rewrite this. I'm going to just paraphrase this. Article rewriter, where are you? Okay, sorry, SEO tools. I'm going to do an article rewriter. And I'm going to rewrite this tool. I'm going to come here and rewrite. Yeah, right. So there are other paid versions of this tool that you can use and get it very, very fast. But I mean, but this can still give you what you're looking for. So I've copied this here, and I've copied this. So I'm going to go back to my SEO tool. I'm going to check this out again and see the results we're going to get. Yeah, I'm going to check it. We want to make sure that it's not more right? So that's what we want to do, right? So I'm just going to copy this now. I'm just going to copy this now and do a Ctrl V here on a fresh Word document, right? And start re-editing and re-optimizing. So I'm going to do this process So I can decide to do this for 3, 4 blogs, right? Blog post per day, and call it a wrap for that day. And the next day, I do the same to make sure, and I can as well, right? I can as well add more content in this period, right? And put again. So it's not about writing more content, right? I think for SEO, especially the fact that you've gotten this kind of result for me, right? I see that I see it's not more about writing more content. So I already know, I can already see some of the keywords, right, and the tractions that are already performing well for me. So all I just need to do, I just need to emphasize more, make sure that all my content now are unique, and add more, right? Just do a competition, right? Do a competition analysis to see what other persons are writing, right? And do more better, basically, right? So the kind of content I'm putting is not really it's not really like how will I explain this now? It's not really high end expert. It's just things you need to know, what you need to do, things you need to look out for, and very, very simple stuff. So this is what the website looks like, right? 5 signs that you need a plumber in Colombia. Just very, very simple, these things, right? So it's not really as niche, and right. I just decided to go through this just because I wanted to do something for my SEO portfolio, and I'm 100% happy the fact that what I'm doing and the whole start, right? And I want you to pay attention to the fact that doing SEO, right, or creating more blog posts and content may not be the cure, or may not be the solution for you getting more tractions, right? Just like me here, just going to do 3 months. Just like me here, I'm getting impressions. And when you're getting impressions, that is a good sign. But if you're not getting the clicks, right, you need to go back to the drawing board. And 2 things that can affect your clicks, right, your click-through rates are, number 1, if you're not really writing more content and Google is not really pushing your content up, right, for you to be getting somewhere around position 1 to number 10 or position 1 to number 15, right? The second thing that can be affecting now are your meta tags, right? Your title and your meta description. Because when you are being seen, right, why will people not click your content? Why will people not click your website, right? And if you look at my stats, right? If you look at my stat, basically, I did very, very, very below, right? So you just here, you see Josh Consult Nigeria that I'm like position number 2 on the search engine results page. But if you see like this commercial plumbing contractor, if someone search commercial plumbing contractors, right? I'm at position 34, position 36. That's like that might be like page 3 or page 4, and that is like terrible. Right, so if you see this one, I'm in like position 2.2, right? So these are just some things that you just want to make sure, and this is why the search engine, the search console, Google Search Console is very, 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 very important if you're going to be doing SEO. Very, very important, right? So if you see all these things, I'm getting clicks, I'm getting impressions, right? Which means the queries or the keywords are very, very vital, but I just know where my issue is coming from, and this is why it's a portfolio. This is why it's a project for me, because every day, every time, I'm just working on it to make sure it's getting better, right? Yeah, right. So this is what SEO looks like, and if you're looking forward to learn SEO, if you want to learn SEO, if you want to get into SEO for your company and to offer these SEO services to other companies, right? You can always reach out to me. Right. I have SEO workflow. You could check out my SEO workflow on my website, godigitalcareers.com, right? And also quite a very, very handful resources that you could adopt to your SEO practice and get more healthy results like this, right? See you on the next one. Cheers.